No one asked me these questions. I asked myself these questions. I literally downloaded them from Google and I didn't answer them until now, so I'm gonna answer them now and let's hop into it. Okay. The first question the first question is, do you have children? Literally, the first question, do you have children? No, I don't have kids right now, but I will have kids in future. But right now I don't have kids. I don't have any kids besides my brother's kids. Those are my kids. Shout out to them. And then the second one is, did you enjoy school or varsity? I enjoyed both, but like I lived a very basic life, but I enjoyed both. And I specifically enjoyed varsity when I was in my last year, because that's when I actually started like living my life, because I've always been a science kid. And then the third one is, what do you do? I'm assuming, what do I do for a living? I do a lot of things, but my top 3 things that I'm doing for a living right now is, the first one, I'm an environmental scientist, which is my career. Love my career, guys. I studied what I actually love, and now I'm an environmental scientist for a construction civil engineers. Yes, so that's what I do. A lot of people don't know what environmental science is, but to really dumb it down for everyone to understand it, maybe I'll do a later video about careers later, but to dumb it down so that everyone understands it, is the fact that if you're a civil engineer or you're in construction, the main thing that you want to do is to build, right? So you want to build. But the thing about the environment is that the environment does not have a voice. So I'm more like I'm the voice of the environment. So before construction people, before any engineers build or anything, they first have to meet the environmental bar, I guess, the environmental bar. So I'm the first step in every construction, whether it's town planning, whether they want to build a mall, they want to do mine, they want to build a new house. So we have to go check out the soil, the plants that are there, the animals, all of those things. Like literally, I'm the voice of the environment. That's the first thing that I do, which is my career. The second thing that I do also, which is my business, I am the CEO of Emerald House, which is a social media and digital marketing agency. I started it last year. Yeah, I started it last year because it's like I enjoy being online and that's my passion. Then I decided to make a business out of my passions and also to like make money out of it, you know. I'm actually going to talk about how I made my first 15K from that business without any qualification, just having passion, later on in another video. And then the third thing that I'm doing right now is being a YouTuber. Hey! So I'm not gonna list all the other things, man. Like I feel like my top 3 are enough. Those are the main things that I'm pouring my heart and soul into right now, currently. So please watch my videos, because literally YouTube upped everything that I've been doing and went to top 3. So please watch my videos and share my videos. And then the fourth thing is, what is your first language? My first language is Xhosa, Ndixhosa, Ndiyathetha, Ndilixhosa, whatever you want to say. And then what inspires you? What inspires me? There's a lot of things that actually inspire me, because I'm in a quest to change my life, and I'm in a quest to change the narrative of my past, or the assumptions that I may have, the blocks that I may have, that, oh my gosh, you're just from Tata, or why do you think that you can be successful and do all of those things? So anyone who is in that line, for me, inspires me. Right now I'm looking at my career. I want to grow my career. I don't have many years working in the field of environmental science, but just because of that, I am looking at everything that has to do with career planning and drafting. So everyone that I follow on Instagram right now, Yovusim Soilis, I also follow people that have been successful from their businesses. And so I follow those people. I follow people who are necessarily under the age of 30, because you know, I don't want to talk to people who are like, I've made it, I have billions and all of those things. I feel like, okay, but I want to know the road to, the dream to, you see. So that's mainly the type of people that I follow. And also because I'm an African spiritualist, so I also follow people who talk about African spirituality, or Joe Queen. I always love, I watch her videos on Facebook. Everyone that I mention here, I'm actually going to link their things down below. Oh, also this also means something. Hey, this is a bracelet that we got from our clan. So that's that. So everything that inspires me is everything that's gonna push me forward, everyone that's gonna push me forward. But I think the main person that inspires me is the average day people who watch my content, people who are the same age as me but have experienced more things than me. For example, there are people who are sitting at home, they have degrees, they have all of these things, but they don't have jobs, but till this day they haven't committed suicide. For me, those people inspire me. They're my icons. I also consider myself as an icon, because I mean, I'm also hustling in my own corner, I'm also hustling in my own life. But your everyday people for me are the type of people that actually inspire me. That's why I follow certain people. It's not necessarily people that have made it. I aspire the people that have already made it, but I'm inspired by the people that have not made it, which is why I created this YouTube channel, and I changed the name from me to Living Life as My Iconic Self, because almost everyone is living life as their iconic selves, but they tend to forget that they are living their lives as their iconic selves because they are shadowed by the things that are there happening in their lives. But for people like me who don't have kids, and you guys have kids at home and you're struggling, maybe you don't even have a job, but you always make ends meet for your kid. How do you even do it? Other people don't even have parents, but their kids still go to school, and you're just like, how do you even do it? I'm inspired by those people, hence I created this YouTube channel. It's a space for females like me who are in their 20s, yeah, who are pushing, and we consider ourselves as icons, because wow, if I were to give you my life, you wouldn't survive it in a day, you know. Because I mean, celebrities have money, they have money to do all of these other things. So yeah. What type of movies do you watch? I don't watch a lot of movies, hey, but obviously if it's South African content, trust me, I'm gonna watch it. I watch South African reality shows, I watch South African movies, I watch South African everything, because it's more relatable. I know, like, I'm the type of person who's very realistic. I do watch things that are from abroad, just maybe to get inspired that actually things are like this. There's other things that are happening in the world. But like, yeah, if it's South African, I'm watching it. What is the one dish that you can make best? Ooh, one dish that I can make best, trust me, butter chicken and rice. Butter chicken and rice, and everything that has to do with pasta, which is your chicken a la kings and all of those other things. I'm very good on those things, and those are things that I can cook with my eyes closed. So I'm assuming that's what that means. And I'm also into grilling now, so like I grill a lot of things, and I do like your basting and all of that. Literally, I love cooking. I taught myself how to cook. Who's the first person you call whenever something happens in your life? Well, it depends, because for me, I have friends that fill certain buckets. If it's something that has to do with where I stay, let's say I'm stranded outside the yard, meaning it has to do with everything that where I stay, then I obviously contact Bobby, because Bobby lives close by. But if it has to do with money, like real money, then obviously I'm going to contact my brother, my eldest brother. And then if it's something that has to do with inspiration and vibration and growing yourself and becoming your higher self, obviously I'm going to contact us sleepy guys like, hey girl. And then if I'm going to talk about realistic things and dreaming and not looking down on yourself and removing negative self-talk, obviously I'm going to talk to Siwe, because for me, she's that girl, you know. So for me, I have all my friends and my family, they serve a certain aspect of my life. Hence, yeah, I'm a social butterfly. what is your star sign? I'm a Scorpio. I think I look like a Scorpio. I sound like a Scorpio. I'm not into too much astrology, but I do watch tarot readings. I do read when I pop up into something about Scorpios, you know. So yeah. And then do you have a garden? I don't necessarily have a garden where I look after the garden myself, but I stay in an apartment that has a backyard, so I have a garden. I can also I live close by a nature reserve. I go to that nature reserve and have fun, and I just look at things. What's the weirdest thing you have ever eaten? I think people who eat noodles are very weird. Why would you eat that? Why? They're forcing it. No ways. What was your first job? My first job is actually the job that I'm in right now, but right now I'm in a higher level than where I was as my first job, because wow guys, like if you follow me on Facebook you'll know the story. The amount that they used to pay me then is the same amount that I pay, even less, for rent now. Imagine. And I used to survive from that money. So that's why I'm always inspired by people who are in my age group and they're hustling, because I'm also inspired by my story, that story of, girl, you used to earn that amount of money, but now you're in a stage in your life that you give someone else that amount of money, you know. So yeah. What's the first thing you notice about people? Well, I notice two things about people because I'm a spiritual person. So I look at your outer person and your inner person. Your outer person sometimes might be deceiving to your inner person. So I always give people two chances. Your outer chance is how you present yourself. That's the first thing that I look at. How do you present yourself? How are you with other people? And then your inner self is when I get to know you. How is your personality? How do you treat people and all of those things? How do you treat me? How do you talk about your own future, you know? Because the minute you start being negative, for me, I feel like you're out. Not necessarily that you're out, but like I'm not gonna be too close to you, because guys, I'm not about the life of Umkowo. I understand the fact that everyone is going through a lot of things. Even me, I'm going through a lot of things, but I don't put those things as my identity in order for me to be able to be relatable to someone else. That can pop up along the way, but that's not my identity. Nah, it's not me. If you could choose to be one character, who would you be? I'll be an icon. I'll be me. I'll be an icon. I'll actually be a higher version of myself, because banofuna sokola, guys. So the higher version of myself is me in living my dreams, the things that I consider dreams right now. That would be my character in the next coming life. So I would want to live that life. If I'm my own icon, hence I'm living my life as my highest. I'm living my life as my best icon, as myself, as my highest self, all of those things, because there's no one else that I can be besides me. So I need to accept being me. And then the last one, what do you like about yourself? One thing that I like about myself, I think it would be my personality. My personality, I think, for me, obviously I look pretty, but the main thing that I think for me opens doors for me and creates the relationships that I have is my personality. The fact that I can adapt to most things, I can adapt to everyone, and also things affect me in life, but as much as they affect me, you can't keep a good man down, so you can't keep a black confident woman down. That's what I always say to people. I'm always like, people are like, oh my gosh, you're such a pretty black woman, and I'm just like, no, you're such a pretty woman. I'm just like, no honey, I'm not a pretty woman, I'm a pretty black confident iconic woman, you know. So so for me, that's that. What I like about myself is my confidence, my confidence and my personality, but I'll think my personality most, because my confidence comes from my personality, and for me, the ability to move on from things, the ability to love people, the ability for me to stand here and say, hi, I'm so and so, is because of my personality. Everything stems from your personality. So for me, the best thing about me is my personality. Thank you guys. I think those are my 15 questions to update you guys about my life, I guess. please watch my other videos. I'm gonna continually upload. Then from now, you know, watch my videos, watch. I don't care even if you watch my old videos. I'm not gonna delete those videos. They are my videos, they are me, they are my truth, and that was me at some stage in my life. So thank you. Bye, icons.